black woman working at the Confederate Museum that state funded has filed a discrimination suit. I kid you not. Let me take you to Alabama. A black woman who worked for 12 years as a receptionist at an Alabama Museum of the Confederacy has filed a racial discrimination complaint over her treatment while working there. Her name is Evelyn England. Let's put up a picture of the outside of this museum, all right? Museum of the Confederacy. Evelyn England told the Associated Press that she was often treated like as much of a curiosity while working inside the first White House of the Confederacy, as were the various artifacts on display, such as the belongings of Jefferson Davis's family. Black people question why she worked there. I would too. While white visitors to the museum seemed to relish a safe space that did not challenge their comforting and inaccurate views of history. This is a fascinating background. Let me give it to you as best as I can. When one person maintained that secession was only about preserving states' rights, there's always a start somewhere, right? A view that had long been taught to Southerners as the root cause of civil war instead of slavery. So that's the mess they put out there. Oh, this was just about state rights, had nothing to do with slavery. All right, well, the one state right was they wanted to keep slavery legal, okay? So it's the same thing. She responded, but did everyone have the same rights? You love the Confederacy for what you think it stood for, your rights. She would think, what were they fighting about? Some would say states' rights. I have a problem with your solution of states' rights because all individuals in the state did not have the same rights. One day, an older white woman said, oh, the South will rise, to no one in particular as she browsed in the gift shop where the merchandise includes books, stickers of the first Confederate flag and children's toys, including teddy bears in Confederate and Union uniforms. When the woman turned around to put more items on the counter, Miss England asked her, what are you rising from? She said the woman did not reply. If looks could kill, I'd be a dead woman, Miss England said. England is 62 years of age. She retired this week from a job funded by the state that paid $34,700. And it wasn't the friendliest of departures. State records show she was suspended for 3 days last month for refusing to sign a performance review. And she said she filed a racial discrimination complaint with the US Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. A state spokeswoman said the Department of Finance declined to comment on this personnel matter. Now I know some of you are thinking just the same as I was thinking. This is one of the most expected things that has ever happened to a black person. You are literally working at the White House for the Confederacy in Alabama, and people have been discriminatory, all right? But then I thought about it a little deeper. I said, it is a state job. It's a taxpayer funded job, which means it has to be free from discrimination. And she has a right to be there just like anyone else. And obviously she does a great job because she was there for 12 years. But she got paid $34,000 a year to go through that kind of racism every year. And I'm sure this is just the tip of the iceberg. RayyVana, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I kept going back and forth about the, even just the headline of the story between this is the most believable thing I've ever heard, and this is an Onion article, right? This can't be real. And I hope that she's successful with her EEOC charge, and she's, gets compensated for the discrimination she faced. I can't get over the fact that there's state funding to a museum that is seemingly celebrating the Confederacy to the point where they sell Confederate flag stickers and teddy bears and kids' toys. That's shocking to me. I guess I've not spent a lot of time in the South. I live in Chicago, but just the celebrating traders who wanted to protect slavery and the right to own black people to the point where you're selling gift shop items.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's shocking.
Yeah, and I remind people all the time that when our tax dollars support these museums, they support the statues, street names, that means that you are forcing me to fund symbols of my own oppression. And you are forcing those who are not racist to do the same. For a minority group, a small demographic of racist people who are still claiming the South will rise again.